What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer A Day with TK. It's Friday evening here in Findlay, Ohio, and you know what that means? Time to get some beers in. If you saw yesterday's episode, you know that I was in the local Meijer and I stumbled across this mixed 12-pack here. While mixed 12-packs are nothing new, what makes this one kind of unique is that the idea here isn't just to sell us multiple types of beer in one box, but to actually mix these beers together to create something completely new. Leinenkugels, I'm sure, again, you've all seen before, but this is the first time I've seen this idea in a mixed box for sale. Again, we've probably all had half and half and black and tan and those beers that you made yourself at the pub, but this is a little something different. So, following up on yesterday we had which one did we do yesterday? I did this Flyin Bumble Bee, which was half creamy dark and half honey Weiss. Didn't think that one was very good, to be honest. So I still have 4 more recipes left. The one I'm going to try today is this Wisconsin Polar Bear, and this looks like it's 2/5 of a bottle of Berry Weiss and 3/5 of a bottle of Snowdrift Vanilla Porter. Now, this says rich cocoa and coffee with a hint of berry sweetness. What's kind of interesting is I went to Untappd for the heck of it just to see if this might be in there, and the Wisconsin Polar Bear was actually listed. Now, I know generally Untappd doesn't allow you to have kind of custom beers or mixed beers or those things, so I expect they'll axe it at some point when they realize it's there and fun and remove it. But this one did get a 3.57, and there was 86 check-ins to the Wisconsin Polar Bear, so somebody out there is liking it. So let's give it a shot. Now, yesterday the beer that I did was half and half, so it was kind of easy to do the measurements. Today, since we're dealing with 3/5 and 2/5, I decided to break out the calculator. So this is a 12-ounce bottle, has 355 milliliters per bottle. So I'm going to use the scale and hope that I get this right. So here's the McLean's Ales glass. Picked that up in Canada. Let's zero this in on milliliters. And we're going to go with, let's go with the Berry Weiss first. So we need 2/5 of a bottle of Berry Weiss, which is equal to 142 mils. So 0. $152 mils, close enough. We're going with it. And then we go 3/5 of a bottle of Snowdrift Porter, which is 213 mils. I'll twist these off. There's nothing, no opener needed. Mad Dan from the Angler's Review would not be happy. That was not a very good psst when it opened. It was like nothing. All right, so we got 213 mils here. Should take us up to 355. And we're there. Now, this is supposed to be rich cocoa and coffee with a hint of berry sweetness. So hope for the best. Color is honestly just dark. I wouldn't go as far as to say black, probably dark brown. When you look at it in the light, you do see a bit of I don't know, like a purplish, reddish hue. The head is kind of soapy. I mixed it oddly, I guess, mixing them together, so I didn't expect a huge head, but there's a little bit of one there. It looks like it's dissipated now. What's kind of interesting, it looked like the head's multicolored if you looked at it from above, maybe from the 2 different beers there. So some parts are kind of like cream color and others are dark or more like a dark brown. Smell. Pick up the berry mostly. So the Berry Weiss, I guess, is on the picture here, looks like raspberries and blackberries or something. Weiss beer brewed with honey, blackberry juice, and natural berry flavors. So the smell, you definitely pick up the berries. I really don't pick up much of the vanilla on the nose. All right, let's check it out. Cheers. I would say up front, you definitely get hit with the berry sweetness. Now, the one thing I will say is I don't really care for the berry sweetness in this. It's a little bit on that cloying side. It's like a little bit sweet. Tastes like artificial berries as opposed to kind of a natural raspberry taste that you'd have in a beer or natural berry taste. It tastes a bit fake. What's kind of interesting though, as this one kind of goes down the mouth here, you do pick up some nice chocolate notes on the back. So that's not that bad. Now, the one thing this does suffer from, much like the one yesterday, is this is weak as a bum's pea, honestly. It's watery. It's not very thick whatsoever. It's really, really thin-bodied and really thin mouthfeel, which I think really detracts from this. Because if you had a nice porter and then put a nice berry-flavored beer into it, I think you'd get a really good result. Now, I don't think this one is terrible. The one yesterday, I wasn't a fan of, and I definitely wouldn't have drank it again. This one here, I probably would try again. So the Wisconsin Polar Bear, you would get the thumbs up. This is a great idea. And I think it fails a little bit only because these beers are a little bit on the watery side and really aren't that great. I would love to recreate this with kind of some better quality vanilla porters and a berry beer, because I think it would be really good. But nonetheless, they're the first ones that hit me with this idea, and I think this one's decent. I would definitely drink another one of these. So Leinenkugels for the Wisconsin Polar Bear, you'll get a thumbs up. I'd have another. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up below. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, if you've had this, if you bought this mixed 12-pack, jump in below. Let me know what you think about it. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Cheers.